So Halloween ended up passing by and we didn't get a single update. And this ended up making everyone quite sad. So to cheer you up, I decided I will come in and create the update you have all been looking for. So first things first, I'm gonna build my very own boss fight. Now I'm gonna make this thing work and everything. It's gonna be absolutely mental. And actually, I'm gonna take a little bit of inspiration from the Reddit, specifically my guy Peaky Cool. All right, so most of this thing is gonna be built out of plastic because we need it to be as light as humanly possible. So let me see. I need this to be even. It's as uneven as can be. Okay, that's more like it. All right, so we need to figure out the exact size we want to work with. So let me see real quick. Okay, so this is actually looking pretty good. So right now I'm only working on like the general shape because if I start building this thing exactly in detail right away, if I only make as much as a single mistake, I'm gonna have to start over again. And I don't want to have to do that. All right, now I think it actually needs to be a little bit longer. Yeah, that's about looking right. Okay, this is actually gonna turn out really, really good. I can already tell that this is turning out the way I wanted to. Now, next up, we're gonna actually start working on the mechanics. We're gonna see exactly what it is that we have to do to make this thing work properly. So right here, I have 3 legs, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and delete 2 of them. We only need to build 1 leg, and we can actually clone it to every single side. And that right there should already make this a lot more possible to build. Otherwise, it would have been way more difficult. All right, so right here, I have 2 of the leg pieces. Now, this isn't looking quite right. I mostly want to just do a quick test to see how this is actually going to work out. All right, so if I really quickly go ahead and clone this whole thing to the other side, a little something like so should do for now. All right, perfect for the test. All right, oh, wait, what? One of them actually fell. What? Okay, that's more like it. That's more like it. Now, I'm actually surprised at how good of a job this thing is doing standing upright. I thought that wasn't going to do it at all. Like, I thought it was just going to flop over, but okay, wait, look at this. We can go all the way flat, and it's very slow at standing up, but it is standing up. What if I select all and set the torque to green and the speed to 50? 3, 2, 1, go! We can jump! Wait, that's exactly what I wanted it to do. I wanted to be able to jump, and that totally jumps. That just jumped. Oh my god, wait, that is actually amazing. I wasn't expecting it to work that well. Okay, so now, if I'm not mistaken, all we should really have to do is add the walking mechanic. Now, that's going to be completely separate from the jumping mechanic because obviously, this much power, you would just fly across the map if you wanted to walk, and it wouldn't work very great. All right, I'm going to go delete all of these other legs real quick, and I'm going to start working on the actual walking mechanic. So it's going to be completely separate from the jumping mechanic, and giving myself a little bit of extra space is going to make it way easier to work with. All right, there you go. All right, I think I have the mechanic worked out here. So pretty much we have 2 servos. One of them is for walking. The other one is actually for jumping. Now, for some reason, when I actually tried to do this thing, if I make one of them the jumping, specifically the jumping one, if I give it green torque, which is what you would want to jump, as you can see, you can very quickly, bang, it's not really doing it. And the reason for that is because there is a red torque servo. If I make it orange, bang, we can jump, as you can see. But then there is this weird bobble. And we don't really want this because it means it's very difficult to walk. Actually, you make a bit of a trampoline. So I kind of want to see if I can figure this out, and I think I actually have an idea. This mechanic here is not gonna work. I'm actually gonna have to delete 2 of them like so, and instead what I will do is I will use 1 wheel for jumping. All right, let's see. Okay, actually it fell, but we can do that now. Okay, maybe that is too much. Jump. Okay, so to be honest, I think I actually have the solution here. So currently I have these 2 servos right here. Are they servos? Yeah, servos. I have these 2 servos right here actually for jumping. Now I'm gonna replace those, and those will actually be the servos for walking. Now I'm gonna do something that is a little bit of an illegal building technique. So please don't snitch on me, okay? I'm actually gonna split his leg in 2. So as you guys can see, right now the leg is split in 2. Now, of course, at some point we're gonna seal those back together, and this will right here be the jumping leg. Actually, I think this will work, but there's a chance it won't. Okay, I'm gonna have to test. All right, jumping leg, change that up. All right, let's see. So now we can walk. It's also bending there. All right, here's the walking leg, and as you can see, it is working quite well. Pretty much exactly what you'd want to see. And the jump, whoop, bang. Yes, we can actually jump now. Okay, that right there is gonna be the final mechanic. Now we just have to build the legs around it. Okay, so here's a little master building tip. Right here, we have a block that is 10 by 10 by 14. And what we can actually do is if we set this to like 9.5, set our clone tool to 9.5, we can bang, set this to 0.5, scale it all the way down. And if we keep doing this, we will actually completely hollow this thing out. Scale it down, and then this one we can just skill down like so. Yes, as you can see, it's now a hollow. And I'll do this for all the different parts. I'm actually gonna set this to 3.95 right here. And this should actually scale it to the point you can pretty much not see that there's a gap in between there. Yeah, it's very, very invisible. And of course, doing this on only one side. The other one I'm gonna set to 4. To just make it even more invisible looking, guys, what you can do, you can actually go right here on the inside. You make a very, very thin little layer right here. And we can actually cover that hole up, making sure that actually nothing is touching, as you can see right there. Those are 2 separate layers still. Now, of course, I actually want these 2 body parts right here to connect perfectly. And right now, if I wanted to do that, it is just simply not possible. So what you can actually do is if you add a armature, typically in sculpting, you would do this with actual like metal, but we're going to use plastic because it's very light. We're going to place a block right there. That's going to connect those 2 pieces together. Then we're going to place another block on the other side. And then we're going to connect this to the actual servo right here. Now, in between right there, what we're actually going to do is we're going to go ahead and place a piston like so. And actually, I'm going to go ahead right here and take these 2 pieces. Sorry, 4 pieces. This thing right here. I'm actually going to clone this by like 4. And we're going to like separate this thing one more time. And yeah, these 4 pieces right here all the way on the end, which are separate from that, these are going to be collision off. Just making sure that it actually reaches, which it currently doesn't. So we're going to have to fix that with the skill tool. So just like so. All right, then we're going to go ahead right here. We're going to place another plastic block at the end of the piston, which is going to connect to that servo right there. Now we're probably going to have to take these 4 pieces real quick, temporarily move them away and save this and reload it as well. Because if you actually don't reload, guys, it for some reason always breaks things. I'm going to select all of this stuff right here and temporarily unanchor it and then move that out. And then I'm going to anchor this all off again like so. And yeah, now we can actually build things inside of each other, which would previously have been pretty much impossible. All right. I think I can now retract this without glitching anything out. Perfect. Actually, that's way too high up. All right. Leg mechanics done. Time to do some of the aesthetic stuff. And now it's even looking like a leg. All right. So now using clocks, I'm actually going to create the walking animation. So right here we have, I'm just going to start off with like a couple of them. And we're going to control the servos to pretty much, actually walk. All right, guys. As you can see, it's now doing a walk, at least kind of like a walk. I don't know if I'd call it a proper walk, though. Here, I'm going to really quickly make sure that it's actually properly placed. Yeah, I can totally work with that. And then whenever I'm ready to jump, I just use the middle leg. All right, so quite some time later, and I finally have every single leg put into place. Now, I had to do a little bit of piston magic right here, but don't mind that. It's just to make sure that the leg's properly attached to the body. Now, let me show you exactly what we've got right here. Select all unanchor. Nothing broke. Nothing broke. I repeat, nothing broke. We flick this lever, which will contract every lever. And as you guys can see, this right here is looking like the spider boss. Now, if I actually flick this lever right here, as you guys can see, it is totally doing a walkie thing. Okay, right now he's actually on his legs. Let me sit down in the the chair. All right, now as you guys can see, this is totally like a walking animation. But let's go. All right, now all we should have to do is finish up the rest of the body and add the actual quote-unquote movement part. We've got something really solid right here. All right, time to make that little beard of his. All right, dude, that is looking so good. All right, all we have left to do is to build the crown, and this thing should be finished. As a matter of fact, ready to walk around the world. Who would have thought that actually building a crown is extremely annoying and difficult? Oh, finally. Okay, that is done. What it was specifically very difficult is actually making these peaks pretty much in the corners because anything else looked like crap. So I got that done. And I think with that, we have officially finished. I think we finished the actual spider. Just a tiny little addition of the actual movement. And we should be done. Dude, this is looking so real. Okay, not that part, but everything else is looking great. All right, movement and everything has been put into place. Now, simply, the way we're doing this is pretty simple. The movement itself is just simply by using a boat motor. It's simply the easiest way to move forward and backward in this game, okay? And then to add a little bit more oomph to the actual jump, I also have a jet right behind it. So this right here should be absolutely perfect. Now, I say that now. There's a lot of things that could go wrong, but we will find out right now. So I just dropped the whole thing down. As you guys can see, it looks a little bit weird. But as soon as we flick this lever, as you can see, everything gets put together. And he's actually doing a movement animation. Now, these feet are actually touching the ground. As you can see, we're kind of bopping up and down. Sadly, I cannot make it so that I only move when I'm walking forward, but I'm planning to move all the time. So it should be okay. And oh my God. Dude, this looks so good. Can I just say? Oh my goodness. Holy crap. This looks so good. Oh my God. Now, guys, look at how fun it is when you actually start, like, climbing over stuff, like how spiders do. The legs actually kind of, like they're a little bit jelly. They'll, like, crawl around like a real spider. But then, for the moment of truth you've all been waiting for, jump! Wait, oh my god, we did a front flip just then? Boom! Dude, I don't know why, but he does a front flip every single time, which I honestly have absolutely no problem with, man. Dude, this right here is, yeah, this might just be my favorite deck I've ever made. I actually forgot to hide those little things right there, but oh my god, man, this thing is amazing. And jump! So yeah, guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. This video took me forever to put together, and I would really appreciate it. Peace!